Welcome everyone to Dudamo Game. Welcome back everyone to Select Start Gaming. My name is Jose, and this is my good buddy Ridge over there on the other side of the screen right here. That's all you got. Okay, so today we want to talk about the new Smash game, and what I think is a new Smash game. I don't think it may not be like a complete, ground up. I think it's a basically they take the core mechanics of like 4 for the Wii U and the 3DS, and they just sort of like reworked it, retweaked it, and made it rebalance, obviously. But not all the characters are gonna be coming back. Not all of them are gonna be left the same. What do you? Well, why do you say that?
I just have a feeling it's gonna be like a deluxe version, like maybe some random characters. But I mean, you have the tweets and stuff you've seen. I haven't seen them. I'm just
Sakurai tweets. Yeah.
But for the sake of this video, we're gonna pretend it's a new game because it'd be really cool if it was a new game. So,
oh hell yeah,
10 characters, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about 10 characters that we strongly believe will either be in the game or what we want in general, like kind of our like wish list characters. And you should let us know what you think of our list down below. Whether you agree, disagree, and if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe.
First party. All of them. Gotta throw that in there. They're all first party, no third party, no guest. These are all first party characters that we came up with, and it was very difficult because Smash Brothers already has 40 plus characters, and we were trying to come up with interesting ones, or ones that haven't been done, which made it very difficult.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo's been doing a great job with like the last few Smash games, including like characters that just come from all like first party games that they have. Pinkman, Fire Emblem, even like Mr. Game & Watch and stuff. It's just crazy how far they've already dug. And now, like, us trying to come up with characters that we want to see, it's like, well, they kind of done everyone by now, kind of. So, starting off the list, though, I feel like it's a character that does need to be in there. And, he was an assist trophy before, but I think he just needs his own slot now, and that's definitely Waluigi. Waluigi is going to complete the I don't want to say trifecta. I don't know what the word is, but the point is Mario and Luigi are there. The duo, the evil duo that is Wario and Waluigi. Waluigi's already been in Mario Kart. He's been in Mario Party. He's in tennis. It makes sense for him to finally take that spot in Smash. I mean,
he definitely needs to be in the game because it's not fair. All right, it's just borderline not fair. He needs love. Instead of him just being an assist trophy, he needs to be a playable character. Plus, his move list writes itself. Look at Wario. He's crazy. He does all these things. He has his atomic fart. Well, give Waluigi an atomic burp or something. I don't know. But there's people who get paid way more than I do to come up with this stuff. So yeah, just put Waluigi in the game.
There's lots of gases coming out of a lot of orifices in this game with these two characters. Yeah, but it makes sense. It definitely does. I would play as him, shit, and especially since like a lot of people like modded him into like Dragon Ball Fighters, like on the PC version. The fact that people are willing to go that far to put him into the game, it's like I'm sure they would not be mad if he was on the starting roster.
It looks phenomenal. I don't even like DBZ, but just a little side note, we should even leave a link down below in the description because it looks phenomenal. Waluigi literally looks like he's in DBZ. Yeah, it looks really good.
Check. Yeah, yes. I'll try to remember that. I won't. The other character that I think would work. Well, this is actually a Ridge suggestion, so go ahead, Ridge. Throw it out there.
Look, this is some bottom of the barrel. This is so we literally had to reach way in there. But I think EGAD should be in the game from Luigi's Mansion. He's in a few other games. I think he was in, what, Super Mario Luigi. Yeah. So, he's an inventor. For those who haven't played Luigi's Mansion, he invented the Poltergust 5000. He invented the flood that Mario uses in Super Mario Sunshine. I think the character pretty much writes itself due to the fact that he's an inventor. You can pretty much give him any move list that you could possibly think of. I mean, he could even have his own inventions that he brings into Smash Brothers, so he could just have a completely unique move set to anyone else in the game.
It would be a surprise to play him because you don't know what to expect. Like when you go in there, like when you first played Yoshi, you're like, okay, I could eat people and throw stuff. But with EGAT, it's like, what the fuck can I do? Let's experiment. Let's have fun. You know, like that would be cool. But yeah, we are scratching the bottom of the barrel here. You know, we are. But I agree. I think while Waluigi is sort of like an 80-90% like lock that he's going to be in there, I think EGAD though is on the lower end, but it would make, I wouldn't be surprised if they did throw him in there. Like, what do you think?
I mean, he's been in a lot of games. He's been in a lot of games
Yeah.
lately. He's referenced a lot, so I think it would work. Plus, you could take away, like, Mario uses the Flood right now, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to like give him the Super Mario Odyssey head or something like that.
Yeah.
So you could take away the Flood. You could give EGAD the Flood. And that, you know, I mean, the possibilities are endless. Do I think he'll be in the game? I think we're looking at like a solid 5% chance he's going to be in this game. And that's me being biased that this may not be a new game. But if it is a new game, that goes to 8% chance that he'll be in the game.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
okay, but the thing is, like, you know, Waluigi, EGAD, they both represent Super Mario characters basically, and that's like super saturated already. So what I want them to really focus on, and what I want them to like really like help bolster is series that are underrepresented. And one of them that like is severely underrepresented and I love personally is F-Zero. You know, Captain Falcon has been representing F-Zero for such a long time, ever since the original 64 Smash. And I think Samurai Goro would actually work as a character. You know, he's a legit samurai, you know, with a sword, and he's acrobatic as fuck. Like, if you ever played F-Zero GX and you've seen the cutscene, you know, he's got some beef on him too. So I think it would actually work. And I know, like, Ridge, you've suggested a few things because he could be like the opposite of Captain Falcon. You know,
Right.
while on the track
I would
he's
like-
fast. Personally, he's slow.
I would personally like to see him be like a slower, almost like a grappler. There's not a lot of grapplers in Smash Brothers, and maybe that's just because like the gameplay doesn't allow it to work. But
Yeah.
you know, maybe he could just combo with weird grapples and like pile drive people or something. It'd just be really cool. Plus, you could give him a generic, sword just because his name's Samurai. Swords always work in Smash Brothers. There's like 19 characters with swords right now, so. I just
We're gonna
think
talk about that later too, but go on.
Yeah, I do really think Samurai Goro could work. Plus, all these characters, the mainstay characters like Captain Falcon, Metroid, Donkey Kong, these characters, I'm getting ahead of myself, but they need their
That's why I
villains.
keep going. Yeah, they need their villains.
They need their villains. They need their arch rivals, and it's characters that are easy to put in the game.
Yeah, that's what like the next character we want to talk about, because like you said, like Mario's villain is there. We got Bowser, we got Link, Ganondorf, but like Samurai Goro would be the evil version, the evil counterpart for Captain Falcon. Well, same thing with Ridley from Metroid. I know a lot of people talk about how Ridley is too big, or there's all these problems, but it's like I don't believe that, because Bowser's taking on like skyscraper sizes before, and then he's gone down to like a normal size and vice versa, whatever, so like we need something to help Metroid be more represented, because it's only been against Samus. Samus hasn't done anything. There's been some assist trophies, but that's kind of it.
Honestly, if there's anyone on this list who deserves it the most, it's probably Metroid. Well, that's not my most wanted character.
Metroid?
I mean, not Metroid. I'm sorry. It's probably Ridley.
Why can't Metroid crouch?
If Metroid wasn't the game, that'd be really cheap. Because it would just suck your life away. But
go on.
No, Ridley needs to be in the game. I mean, it's been requested since the original Smash Brothers. Everybody wants him in the game. Bring us Ridley. If anyone deserves it the most, it's probably Ridley.
Yeah, and like I don't think he said this, but his moves basically write himself. He's got talons, fucking wings. He can fly. He's got a huge
they could even
tail
take out
and shit.
Charizard, because I understand there's too many damn Pokemon. They could take out Charizard.
I love Charizard.
That's my
I love
favorite
him.
Pokemon. Look, I'll be the first to admit that's the only one I will use. But if they have to remove somebody to make Ridley work, take him out and give me Ridley.
Fine, for Ridley, but only for Ridley though. That's the only way I would accept it. But another character that is definitely. That needs to be, like you say, that's like Ridley, and I respect that because I love Ridley. But honestly, like ever since Melee, I've always felt like King K. Rool.
For me, ever since the original, King K. Rool is my personal most wanted character.
Well, okay, But yeah, but like, dude, King K. Rool, like for real, like, like where the fuck is he? You know, like you said, like, you know, like we've been saying, like all these villains for the other characters here. Well, where's DK's villain? You know, like,
Yeah, I mean,
he's
for a
so
long
awesome.
time, it was only Donkey Kong, right? And then we finally get Diddy Kong, but it's like, where's King K. Rool? We need King K. Rool. His move list would literally write itself. You have 3 boss battles, 4 if you include Nintendo 64. He boxes, he does everything. He's got a little musket, he can shoot people. He's got his little jetpack in part 3, like a little propeller thing, like
He's got like the hooks and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got everything you could think of. He can shoot balls like little metal cannonballs. His final smash would be like when he drops all the cannonballs from the ceiling. It would just work. King K. Rool. Not only that, his stage would be epic if he got his own stage.
Dude, his music, man. His fucking music.
His music.
A Smash remix. A Smash remix. Oh
they
man.
could even metal his music and just give me King K. Rool. That's like my most. I've wanted to play King K. Rool since the original Smash Brothers. Donkey Kong deserves his villain. Donkey Kong deserves his villain.
And not to mention, I would love to, like, you know, one of the best things about these games is like it's a dream match scenario, and I want to see King K. Rool versus Bowser. Like that would be so awesome to see. You know?
In the story, I've always thought about what it would be like. You know, like maybe they would fight each other and realize that if they worked together, they could be unstoppable. You know, you could almost have the entire story around King K. Rool and all his minions and his crocodile army, and Bowser and his Koopa, and it would just.
Yeah, and it would be awesome story wise. I mean, I know like these characters aren't like heavily invested in like these huge complicated arcs of story, but like Mario and Donkey Kong have technically been fighting each other for like ever, so it'd be cool to be like, oh, our main villains grouped up, we should group up too to help each other. You know, just simple little things like that. It's always cool. But
that's if this is a new game, which
I think
I'm starting to pray it is. As we go down the list, it makes me want it to be a new game even more, but continue. Go on.
Another character from the DK series I wouldn't mind seeing, especially since, I don't know, I'm conflicted, but I want to say Dixie Kong from Donkey Kong Country 2, and I'm conflicted because, I don't know, man, like, Donkey Kong Country 1 is amazing. It's fucking incredible, absolutely. But Donkey Kong Country 2, it might be better, dude. It might be. I'm
a Donkey Kong Country 1 guy. I don't know. It's just the classic. But hey, there's a heated argument for part 2. You know, there's a heated argument.
There's a heated argument that those 3 original Donkey Kong games in general are like the pinnacle of platforming. You know, like those games are incredible. But Dixie Kong would be really cool in the game. Like, you know, she would work opposite of Diddy. She can fly around without a jetpack. She has her hair, and not only that, it works as like a weapon. You know, she could be like sort of the Sindel of the game if you want. You know. You can also like use some of the gadgets or whatever that Tiny Kong had in Donkey Kong 64 that could work. I just like the other games, I feel like just DK is underrepresented. Cause dude, like how old is DK like compared to Mario? They're both like the same, right? You know, they've been around for just like as long.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. It really is. Diddy Kong was cool, but I feel like if King K. Rool and Dixie Kong, you'd have like the perfect cast of Donkey Kong characters. Like you really wouldn't need to put any more.
Yeah, I mean you could put in what's that one Donkey Kong character from 64? He's one hell of a guy. What's his name? Remember his name? Chunky or Clunky Kong? Or I don't know.
Donkey Kong 64, they could get like Chunky Kong or whatever the hell.
Lanky Kong.
Lanky Kong, the baboon.
Yeah, but either way,
we don't need that. Let's go a little older. Let's get Dixie Kong first.
Yeah. No, Dixie Kong was cool. Yeah. And playing, you know, the duo Diddy and Dixie would be awesome. That would be fun. We're talking about like characters who are underrepresented, but I do want to talk about characters who are overrepresented and how we could fix that. So this is sort of like a suggestion and also like a character I'm putting out there, and that's the Fire Emblem characters. And
hey, this all you? I don't know. I don't know nothing. Yeah. This all you, man.
So to be fair, I only know about Fire Emblem through Fire Emblem Heroes, you know, and you're probably gonna see some footage somewhere here of me playing Heroes. But the thing is, it got me involved with the rest of the game, and I discovered like how awesome a lot of these characters are. But what I've noticed is that in Smash, it's all sword users. It's nothing but sword users. Marth, Ike, Roy, Lucina, you know, like, dude, why do we have so many sword users? I find it really annoying. And what I think they should do is remove a sword user or two, and put in maybe like a different classic character, like an axe user, lance user, whatever. But personally, I would like to see Camilla, you know, my waifu. That'd be awesome to see. She could be riding around on her wyvern dragon, you know, like delivering damage. Don't fucking start with me, Rich. Don't fucking start with me. But if it really had to be like a character, I think that would be selected. Maybe even Hector. You know, I don't remember which Fire Emblem he's from specifically, but Hector's a badass. He's super cool. He could be slower than all the other Fire Emblem characters, you know, not like the sword users. He could be slow but powerful, because that's what he is. He's an armored unit. But the thing is, Fire Emblem Heroes literally makes Nintendo money, dude. The year that Fire Emblem Heroes been out, it made Nintendo $300 million just on a free app alone. So I'm sure they're gonna stuff more Fire Emblem characters in here, but at least make it interesting. That's what I'm trying to say. So
what is your percentage that you think they'll be in the game?
There's okay, I'm gonna say one right now. 100% chance there'll be a new Fire Emblem character, whether or not it's Hector or Camilla. That's like, it's up there, you know, 50-60%. Right. You know.
Let us continue on.
Yeah. Okay. Now, but this one's Ridge's suggestion, and I think it's actually a pretty cool suggestion, and that's Midna riding Wolf Link. I think that'd actually be pretty cool. It's different than the other like Zelda characters, you know. It's not like Toon Link or anything like that. It's not like Sheik and Zelda being separated or anything.
It's not a humanoid.
It's not a humanoid. That would be cool.
Not a humanoid, and it's a character that would just be vastly different from the rest of the roster, because I mean, you could even have them work together like the Ice Climbers. Like maybe they're together but not together, if you know what I mean. You could knock Midna off of Toon Link.
Off of Toon Link.
Yes. Off of Wolf Link, you could knock him off, or I just think it'd be a really cool character. I mean, the whole shadow hand that comes out of the top of his head or whatever, like, it's just something interesting. It's something unique, and it's something that's not done a lot in Smash Brothers, because like almost every character, even Bowser and stuff, they're all humanoid characters. Like,
Bowser's not humanoid. What the
dude, he's bipedal, on two legs, has arms.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying something
he'd be like
different.
He'd be like Amaterasu in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right? Like he was weird and different because like he's like low profiled, but he still like has like weird attacks and stuff. I think that would be interesting, especially since Midna, like you said, has the arm and like just general magic. I think that would be a cool like team composition, you know.
And they did just release one of them little statues recently, so maybe, you know.
Of Wolf Link and Midna?
Yeah.
How much was it? I'm interested.
I don't know, Jose. $9,000.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested anymore.
That sells you cardboard for $90. So.
You know what? Side note: I wouldn't mind if the Labo robot would be in the game, but that's not on our list.
Yeah, that's not on our list. That's just Jose's crazy talk. Let's just move on.
Crazy talk off to the side. Nintendo has old franchises stuff. There's obviously new franchises, and one of the new ones that came out was Splatoon, and we already know Splatoon girl and boy are in it. You know, I don't think they're separate characters. I think they're just like palette swaps or whatever. But another franchise that Nintendo has released and has worked really well is ARMS, and I'm pretty sure Springman's gonna be in there. You know, like it's already a fighting game, so he has a move list. You know, and it was pretty popular. It wasn't like the most popular in the world, but it did well for considering that it's a new IP, you know. And they can even include Ribbon Girl on that, similar to like Inkling Girl, by just making it like a palette swap or something, you know. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like the Dhalsim of Smash Brothers, you know, like when he reaches out. I mean, his move list. A lot of these characters, the move list writes themselves. You know, like he would just reach out to the stage with his crazy long reach. He could like hit people and beat them up from like, he'd be like one of the farthest hitters in the game. It'd be something interesting, unique, and different. And I just think it's a good idea. Personally, I didn't suggest it because I don't like ARMS, but I do think it's a good idea.
You wouldn't play Springman on ARMS, but you would play him in Smash though, because like at least
I wouldn't play him, but I'd definitely destroy them with Bowser.
There you go. You just need new opponents to beat the shit out of, right?
I need new opponents. Unless King K rolls in the game, I'm strictly Bowser once again.
All right. Well, I mean, but in terms of likelihood, I'm gonna say it's like 100%. At least someone. Maybe it's not Springman or Ribbon Girl, but like there's gonna be an ARMS character. There will be.
Yeah, if they're not in the game, there'll be like an assist trophy or something. They're definitely gonna reference ARMS because the game sold really well. It's a successful new franchise. It'll probably get a sequel. ARMS is most likely gonna have some sort of representation in Smash Bros.
But this next character, it might be our least likely character, but it's something I feel like would work really well.
No, it is the most likely character. It is the most likely character and the greatest character that we could possibly come up with. It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, he's definitely a requested character. There was people actually like wanting him before, so I feel like he would probably work. Do you want to introduce him, Ridge? It's up to you, man.
No, I totally think the man can introduce himself.
All right.
My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass. I'm about taking names. And
my body is ready.
Yep. We would like to see Reggie Fils-Aimé be in the actual roster of Smash.
Not like a me. Not like it has to be
right. Like
a decent looking character model of Reggie Fils-Aimé with his little gray tuxedo that he's always wearing.
He could be like one of the only like true to form humanoids, like Snake. Snake was like a regular humanoid character. Like Mario and all them, they are humanoids, but like they're exaggerated, cartoony, and weird. Where Reggie would be like an actual like human, you know. He would be so much fun, especially like if they threw him in as like a joke character, because joke characters are always just fun in these types of games, you know. Fighting games.
Even if he's the worst character in the game,
yeah,
it would be really cool. It's like the Dan, like how Dan is in Street Fighter. He's a huge joke character. You beat somebody with Dan, it's like you really suck at this game. You're rubbing it in when you beat him with Dan. So if you beat somebody with Reggie Fils-Aimé, you're just the best there ever was.
And naturally, like Dan, he has the greatest taunt ever.
My body is ready.
I mean, the man writes himself with his taunts and stuff. As far as his move list, I don't know.
Dude, did you ever see that trailer? Like one of the directs where he's fighting Iwata? Like he's legit like doing fucking Super Saiyan like oh no type shit, you know?
Hey, just take stuff from there. Even if he has generic punches and kicks, I am so down with that. I would literally not use Bowser on some days and body you with Reggie Fils-Aimé. Yeah. It'd feel really good.
I think it'll work. I think honestly, like there could even be a chance. There could be a chance. Out of all like the executives at Nintendo, you know, Iwata, you know, rest his soul, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto and like Reggie, or even the new president, like he's like the most animated. He's the one that's constantly like a huge amount of personality. So I feel like he would actually work. I think.
Could you imagine at like Evo Grand Finals when somebody selects Reggie Fils-Aimé and people are like, "Oh my God, the disrespect right now!"
People chanting, "My body's ready!" You know.
Dude, oh man.
Yeah.
The man just screams hype level 9,000.
Yeah, dude. But that's our list, man. We would probably come back and make like, you know, guest characters, you know, who do we want, like from third-party developers. Check back on that. But, you know, let us know what you think about the list right now. You know, who did you hate? Who were you looking forward to? You know, how terrible are we? You know,
if you disagree on Reggie Fils-Aimé, don't even comment. I don't need to read that, alright? I don't need your negativity in my life.
So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Go.
We got one that can see. All right, I'm done.
Ridge, you're looking,
Yes.
but are you seeing?
It's deep, man. It's real deep.